Let's be honest, home crypto mining last bull run was amazing, but it's a massive struggle right now. GPU mining isn't profitable. Electric prices are soaring worldwide. ASIC miners are very expensive. So what options are there for home miners? DePIN is the direction home mining is going. Low electric operating costs, inexpensive costs for the upfront miner, easy to step into, and honestly, easy to participate in. Now, I'm all for DePIN. I have a demo device in my wife's minivan in my car. I'm still running the Helium IoT hotspot miner. I got the GeoNet up on my roof, Weather XM, Helium 5G hotspot. I'm running the SolarX miner, the Nebula Marco miner, and now I'm excited to be getting into the SkyX miner that runs entirely on this solar panel. All right, let's take a closer look at the SkyX miner. So it comes with two boxes here. This is actually the weather station unit, and this is the solar panel. So let's look at the solar panel second. Let's take a closer look here at this unit. Ooh, hello. Look, it's even got some operations here. Please follow these instructions 1 through 4. Unbox and check your parts. Mount the weather station. Install it in an open, unobstructed location 5 to 6 feet above the ground. Download the app, set up the Wi-Fi, which I think is easy enough. All right, so let's take a look at this here. I don't think there's anything else in the box. Wow, it's just all cardboard. That's actually really, really nice for packaging, keeping it safe. Okay, let's see here. So we have the actual station here. Look at this. This is actually pretty slick looking. Look, we can peel off the plastic on here. Ooh, fancy. Look at that. Now this is actually a cap to protect the top. There we go. All right, so look, this is for going ahead and reading out the wind speed. So this is a little more delicate, so I can see why it protects that, especially within shipping. Now, this is something you could sit out, right? You could put it out like this because it's meant to be kind of mobile if you wanted it to be. But as a home miner, this is not something I'm going to be taking with me. It actually has a mount on the bottom, and I'll show you guys what I'll be looking to use and mount this with to see how we do. This is our screen with all of our information there. And then right on the back here, you can actually see it's actually a longer tube right in here. And it actually has the type C down inside here that we will use for powering this unit. But yeah, other than that, this is pretty much it. So it's kind of going to sit right on the side of my shed out there. That's my plan for it. It'll have some digital readout information right here. Now the other unit, which I think a lot of people are interested in, is powering this. You know, you're not going to go ahead and have to use, you're not going to have to keep this charged. You're not going to have to take it down and plug it in. It's not high electric usage. It actually will use this solar panel, which I think is awesome. Like, I love these. You're gonna see when I go outside to install this that I have several of these units. Solar is definitely the way to go. 5-watt solar panel here. Does have a mounting unit we'll take a look at, and here is that type C as well that'll get plugged into it. So it does come with this mount for the solar panel. We are going to use it. I actually have one very similar to this, so I might test it out. I have a few different mounts that I'm going to try for the SolarX unit. This is just for the solar panel. So this is going to thread right here on the back, and then this other part will mount right to my actual shed there, and we'll prop it up towards the peak. If you guys stayed this long in today's video, huge shout out to the team over at SkyX. They have provided us a second miner to give away in today's video. You'll get the one miner as well as the solar panel, and I will cover shipping anywhere in the world. Well, at least the upfront initial shipping. If you guys have some weird customs and stuff, that'll be on you. So how do you enter the giveaway? Easy. Go ahead and comment down below. Where would you install this? On the side of the shed, side of a garage? Where would you install this if you won? And in 14 days, 2 weeks, I'll go ahead and pick one winner. Good luck, everyone. All right, guys, we are all installed. We'll take a walk out back here. Actually have solar on my roof. Got my immersion set up here. I do have to fix this one fan. We'll get that done, I promise. So if you guys aren't familiar with the channel, this is actually my home crypto mining shed. I do a lot of smaller projects in here. Used to do a lot of GPU mining in here. But now we're doing a little odd ends. Maybe I'll show you here at the end. But you can see we have some solar equipment up here already. This is our SolarX miner. We then have, let's look up here, sorry it's a little bright, our Nubula Marco miner up there. And that is actually based off of solar as well. And then finally, take a look. Here is our SkyX. So let's go up this very uneven ladder. And we'll try to come out here a little bit. So here she is right here. I did end up having to put this block here just to give it a little bit more depth so that we could be completely perpendicular, which worked out really, really well. Our solar panel right there as well. And it's kind of hard to see, but there's a screen right here too. So this worked out really well. And then I just zip tied the slack underneath there. And then I just set it up right on my cell phone. I'm not going to go ahead and show that. A lot of personal data once you set that up, names, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not going to show that in the video, but very, very cool. Runs everything off of the miner there. Let's back up here, show you guys a quick view. We actually have solar panels on the roof as well. So SkyX, Nubula Marco miner, and the SolarX miner. Let's step inside here. I'll show you the rest of our crypto mining shed. So let's head inside here. Quick look, we got a variety of different miners in here. I won't go through all of them, but we got some good stuff. Here's that SolarX miner. We got a cell hasher. We have a Canaan Avalon Nano 3. Deep, all of you guys into the deep mining there. That we got set up and running. We got a handful of gold shell miners in here, which have been great. Quite a few of them. Look, here's our new Volk miner, D1 Mini. We got some PCs down here doing some AI. Flu miner, some script Dogecoin mining down here. Bitcoin miner, which is great. Solo Bitcoin miner here. Here's the Hobby Hash miner. Look, it even has the Hobbyist Miner logo on it, which is cool. We're solo mining Bitcoin on there. And we have some Jazz miners in here as well. And I talked about that immersion tank outside, or that immersion cooler out there. Actually, we have an immersion tank right here. Take a look. Bitcoin miners in immersion, staying nice and cool. Uses a dielectric fluid. Not something you see every day, huh? All right, let's go back inside the house and talk a little bit more about SkyX. So let's talk about the SkyX project. There's a lot going on here. AI-centric intelligent weather network. A lot of buzzy words there, but let's dig into that a little bit more. So scrolling down, SkyX very much is gathering ESG data, gathering that environmental data. And then what are they doing with it? Well, they're paired with AI compute, which is absolutely wild. Now, some other things about the SkyX miner itself is the fact that it's actually meant to be portable, more fun. You could take it with you in all different types of environments because there's a benefit to be using it in a wide open, untapped area. So that's what makes it great and portable. Now, there's two different models. We have the portable one, which is the one you saw here, as well as they have a kind of commercial style one, which I'm really interested in getting into, which is this guy over here. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that releasing in the near future. Now, as I talked about, there's an AI-centric piece to this. There's a second part of this. So it's not just, hey, it's going to go ahead and collect data and sell that data. No, they're actually taking that data, putting it through AI compute, and then providing true data to provide that's gone through AI to go ahead and come up with some better for decision making for like insurance companies, or if it's being used in different environmental situations. It's crazy to think all the different areas that weather or environmental data is actually used. Scrolling down, you can see a bunch of their investors. So there's a lot of big names behind this project. And what I really like as well is that they're actually doxing themselves. They're going out to events. They're meeting with fellow miners and home miners. They're partnering up with other companies in the DePIN space. It's really nice to put a face to this project. Now, there's a lot of use case here. I mean, think about it. What is directly what project can value out there from just environmental weather data? We have something like agriculture or the water or aqua industry there. You have things like the wind turbine industry or the straight up solar industry itself. There's all different areas that can value from the data behind it. So scrolling back up to the top, they have a great section on kind of who they are. So I highly recommend going and reading it. But what I found interesting is when you start to get into the document area is really where it comes into the AI area. You know, I'm like, okay, where else can this be used? And they even talk about here data governance, quality control. A lot of government regulations come down to the ESG data that is gathered. And let's be honest, no one wants to kind of sift through all of that data. Everyone's using AI to kind of give you a straightforward answer when reading all of that data. And you kind of have to at this point, especially with AI modeling. So with these units, you actually earn the Nano token. This project's in TestNet. And I've talked about TestNet for a while on my channel. I love getting into projects early, and I mean really early, so that I can put together a nice moon bag of a project before it goes to Mainnet. So right now in TestNet, they're called nano points, and your kind of SkyX Miner earns more nano points based off of, are you in an area that is untapped where no one else is, or in a high demand area where like they want ESG data? Well, having your unit there as well is valuable. Are you the only unit in your area? Are there other ones out there? What's your uptime? How high in elevation is it? Are there obstructions? All of those things come into mind when you're thinking about what's the reward structure of the SkyX Miner. Now, when we look at the tokenomics section, 40% of the entire rewards go to us miners, actually 400 million tokens. It's actually divided up amongst all the different SkyX miners. Then it really comes down to, well, how well is it performing? And you can come over here and read significantly more about this if you want to get into the weeds. Now, you're going to be using the SkyX app either on Android or on iPhone to not only set up your miner, but just like I did, but also on top of that for where your rewards are going to go right now. But I'm excited once this goes to Mainnet to see what wallets support this and what exchanges do support this as well, especially with this project being on Solana. I'm a huge fan of the fact of a lot of these DEPIN projects are on the Solana network. And I absolutely love that. It makes it easy to exchange, to flip, and it's been great so far. Now, looking at their roadmap, when's Mainnet? You know, how long do you have to kind of build those testnet tokens? Mainnet is projected as of now, last time I looked, for Q3 of 2025. Now, SkyX has been around for a few years now, actually. I'm brand new to it, but it's been in the DEPIN space for quite some time. So a lot of you guys have been hodling and building up a ton of those testnet tokens. Love to hear from you guys down below if you are in SkyX when you decided to get into this project. So now finally, hey, this looks cool. I'll give it a whirl, but I really don't want to spend an arm and a leg. I totally get you. So that's the nice thing about DEPIN projects. So when you come over to SkyX Global, I'll put a link down below to it. Click on buy a miner. This is going to go ahead and load up their store. And right now, the portable miner, as we talked about previously, is the only one available. You can either select from the solar panel or from the actual miner, or you can get all of them combined. It just uses a USB Type-C at 5 watts, so you can kind of pick the solar panel you want to use. So I'm going to select the standard plus the solar panel. We're going to hit add to cart. And this is over on the SkyX website. Once again, I'll leave a link down below. Now, it's $279, and they're doing a flat fee of $40, which for delivery is kind of high, but I guess that kind of just covers of having to rate out the actual shipment. The nice thing is I can at least help you get rid of that $40. So if you come over here and type in hobbyist and hit apply, that will get rid, it'll save you $40. So it's going to pretty much get rid of the shipping cost, which will take it to a flat cost of $279. So you're not breaking the bank to get into SkyX. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up for today. I'm excited to be getting into another DEPIN project, another project in TestNet, and I love the fact that it runs off of solar. If you guys are already into SkyX, I'd love to know, how long have you been in this? How's it been working out for you? Comment down below. I love to know more. Finally, don't forget about the giveaway. If you want to win one of these miners with the solar panel, comment directly down below. Where would you mount this? Where would you put it? On a garage, on the side of an RV? Where would you mount this if you won? All right, guys, check out the links directly down below. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.